one of the things that is most prominent there is microtoxin and what we like to call P.O.Ps, persistent oxidative pollutants. Black mold, red mold tends to come to mind first and foremost, because oftentimes we're in a home, we've lived in a home for years, 5, 10, 15, sometimes 20 or more, and the last thing that we ever bother to check is the HVAC system. We also have to take into account how often most of us don't change our filters well, or these same things could be happening in our workplace. And if we're living 24 hours a day, at least 8 hours is spent at home, in a traditional work environment if you work in 8 hours, or you're at work for 8 hours or more. And in any of these places, these things could actually be affecting you, and you don't know. The problem is, science only knows what is paid to know. So one of the things that is most prevalent is this. When it comes down to cancers, they found that the P.O.Ps, persistent oxidative pollutants, was one of the primary reasons that many of us started dealing with cancers. Again, as an example, there was a young man approximately 32. He had done a term in prison, about 10 years. He mentioned to me that there was black mold within his cell, and he ended up having throat and nose cancer simply from breathing that in. So he and a few other inmates that were affected by that, they had a class action suit against that particular prison, and they won. So if you look within the body oftentimes have a reason for everything. We only look at the fact in traditional medicine as the fact that you have it, and we're only going to address that. So if the body is like a campfire when we're healthy, when we are expressing various chronic disease, that campfire has now become a house fire. And when traditional medicine gives us any type of a pharmaceutical agent, in many regards, it is immune suppressing pharmaceutical agent. It's only going to address one particular site, but when you notice the commercials when they have so many side effects, what you're then having is, it is as if you're trying to put out that house fire with 1 part water, 2 parts gasoline. At some point, the water is going to help on a small term, but that gasoline is going to continue to perpetuate a new fire, or more of the same fire, which we like in functional medicine, we like to call that simply inflammation. So something in the body is inflammatory.